Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a toy review of the Marvel Legends Miss Marvel. Now, I love this series and I can't wait to get into this figure, and I have so many thoughts on it. This figure looks so much better than it does online, and I'm going to get more into that as we get later on into the video. But yeah, make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so you get notified every time I post a premiere or go live on this very channel. Leave down in the comments below your favorite Disney Plus show. Leave down comments below because I want to know and have a conversation and debate with you guys. But without further ado, let's get right into this video. And remember, you're in the zone, the superhero zone. Cue intro. Hello and welcome to Superheroes 101, where the superheroing is never done. My name's Xavier Lee. For those of you who don't know me, and I'll be your host. And as you guys saw from the beginning of the video, y'all know what we're doing, so let's hop right on into it. So, let's start off by looking at the packaging. Here are the accessories on the inside. Here is the Miss Marvel logo with the tiny Disney Plus logo in the corner. The spot varnished Miss Marvel logo on the side. Here are the side images. I really like these rendered images. And then here is the back and the figures in the wave. If you guys haven't seen my videos previously that I've already reviewed, geez, my R's, the Kate Bishop Hawkeye and Clint Barton Hawkeye figures, and this is the third figure in this wave that I'm reviewing right now. So yeah, here is the bio, and it reads Miss Marvel. Kamala Khan is a 16-year-old good at school and bad at fitting in, but when she unexpectedly develops superpowers, she'll learn that what makes her different makes her powerful. Wow, I read that like a robot. But yeah, I love this show because I always used to say that Kamala is like me. Like, she is legit almost the same person as me, but a girl. Like, legit. If we were in the same universe, we would be dating because we would get along very, very well. And I just really love this character. Now let's get into opening this figure. Alright, have it sliced open. Now we're going to open the tab. If I can open the tab. And then slide her out. I really like to smell my action figures, for those of you who don't know. And Lord Jesus, please let this figure be good and not loose, and have great parts and none of them be defective, Lord. Please. Please, God. Alright, now let's take her out of the packaging. Alright, first let me show you the packaging. Here it is. Here's a figure. I have a lot to talk about with this figure, so let's just get right on into it. Alright, so let's start off with looking at this fantastic Build-A-Figure piece. So I got Kamala Khan next. My original plan was to get Mr. Knight next, but I got Kamala next because I know the pieces that hold the torso pieces for the Build-A-Figure tend to hike up in price over time, so I decided to just cave in and get this torso piece now. But like, look at the Infinity Stones, look at the design on the cape. We're not going to look at it too long because we don't want to distract the attention from the actual figure, because this will get a review once I get all the rest of the figures. And yeah, let's get into Kamala's accessories. Sadly, only for the accessories, we get 2 sets of hands, 2 sets of fisted hands for the left and right hand, and then 2 sets of half open, half closed hands. I like these hand accessories for figures all the time when we get them, but here's the problem. I wish she came with, you know, her purplish, pinkish, you know, power effects, because that would have added an element to the figure and really just enhanced it. I'm not saying she should have came with a, you know, unmasked head sculpt, because I think that would have been too extra, but I wish she would have came with some power effects, maybe some Scarlet Witch power effects colored purple and pink, or something in that caliber. But the Marvels movie is coming out, so she may possibly get another figure. If she does, I'm obviously gonna buy it if she has power effects, but for the time being, I have some power effects which I'm going to show later in the video, which I could use for this figure. And I think if you have this figure or these power effects, you can use it for it too, and it will work both ways. Now let's look at the main attraction, Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel herself. This costume is fantastic, especially in action figure form, because you really get to appreciate it more than you got to in the show, because you actually get to hold it, right? This, starting off with this head sculpt, that is Iman Vellani. Like, that is her, 100%. And the mask sculpting is absolutely fantastic. I really like her hair sculpt. Online, the hair sculpt looked like it was like held up like that, and it didn't look good. But like in hand, it's like one of those situations where in hand looks better than in person. And then going down the figure, you see the detailing on the suit, and I didn't realize this in the show, but she has purple on her side to kind of differentiate herself from Captain Marvel and the other Marvels. And then, you know, she has this awesome texturing going all the way down her leg. And then this figure is also completely pinless, and she comes with her Converse, like America Chavez, but hers are low top instead of high top, and hers look really cool. The paint around the ankles isn't really consistent because, you know, they had to paint it over some clear plastic, and of course it's not always going to work, but that's completely okay with me. And then moving to the back of the figure, it's a little plain, but, you know, it's the back. You know, who's really paying attention to the back? But she comes with her fantastic scarf on her suit, and zooming back to the front, and I just think this figure is really, really great. Now let's move on to the articulation segment. To start off, just in general, the half open, half closed hand both are vertical hinges, but these two fisted hands are vertical hinges. These are horizontal hinges. What am I talking about? But yeah, starting with head articulation, she looks up that much. She doesn't really look up. It's the crouch in the middle that makes her look up, but she doesn't really look up. And then she looks down that far, which isn't really that far, which is kind of disappointing, but she has a lot of hair, so figures with a lot of hair are not gonna move their heads that much in action figure form. She can move her head 360 all the way around. It takes a second, but she can do it. And she has 360 arm movement in her arm. No bicep swivel, but she has a 90-degree arm joint. And then she has her fist can move up and down. She can move all the way out in like the T-pose. And then she can crunch forward this much, not really that much, back that much, which is really not that much. Then she can swivel at the upper torso, and then she can kick forward to this much. Thank God for this slit that I didn't say in the other clip, but like, thank God for this skirt slit. She can kick forward this much, back this much, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. Don't break the figure, don't break the figure. But like, I got tight joints, but like, she can move her leg joints double jointed, and then her foot moves down, up, and she has beautiful ankle pivot. Also, in the detailing section, while I was admiring the details, I forgot to mention her bangle. Now, this is what gave her powers and turned her into a mutant in the MCU, and I really like that change. And yeah, also when articulating her, be careful on this slit when you move this leg, because you do not want to break the figure. And I feel like if you bend her the right leg too much forward, you could definitely crack the slit and make it go further. Unless you want to do that, I recommend you don't do it because you do not want to break this figure. Now let's move on to some comparisons. Now the first comparison I wanted to make was between Ms. Marvel and America Chavez. Who else wants to see these two on screen and them be best friends? Because I'm pretty sure Xochitl Gomez and Iman Vellani are friends in real life. I could be wrong, but like, I really want to see this duo, this best friend duo on screen. Comment below if you want to see that on screen. But yeah, I think they would look good together, and they're going to be in the Young Avengers together, so they have to interact at some point. So yeah. Now here's Kamala compared next to Carol, aka her idol. Now comparing these two figures together, if you don't already notice, these figures look very alike, obviously because Kamala took her inspiration from Carol. But I kind of wish, like, this is not a Marvel Legends issue. This is kind of like an in-show suit designer / comic book writer issue. It's not an issue, but like, I wish they looked a little bit more different. Like, I wish that color, the pop of color of purple on the side was like more prominent throughout the suit, you know, to differentiate the two more. But like, that's the point of these two, you know? They're trying to make them look alike and like partners, or someone who idolizes her idol and she dresses like her. You know, you get my point, you catch my drift. But yeah, they're going to be in the movie together, and this is obviously not going to be Carol's suit in the film. She has a different suit and a different hairstyle, and I'll be reviewing that figure when it eventually comes out. And then Monica is going to be adding a pop of color with her black and white suit, and I feel like that's gonna contrast these two together and make them not look so samey. Because if I was in the Marvel universe and I saw these two side by side, or say I saw Carol one day and then saw Kamala the other, I would feel like these two, like Kamala was taking Carol's place, or vice versa. You know, they just look a little bit samey, but like, they look great together. So yeah. And here's the final comparison of Kamala next to the other two figures I reviewed in this wave. Check out those videos if you haven't already. But I think these really look good together, and I like how they made Kamala's body mold like shorter than these two, because they're adults, and then we can differentiate her and see that she is a child or that she is a teenager compared to the other adult figures. And I like how they did that with America Chavez's figure as well. But yeah, here are the figures I reviewed already in this wave. More reviews to come. Infinity Ultron is going to be built, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. And I'm super excited for when I get all the Build-A-Figure parts for him. All right, last but not least, I just wanted to show Kamala with these power effects. So the purple little effect I added in there, it's not really an effect, it's blue tack in there, and it makes it look purple, and it kind of adds to her power. So you can put some blue tack in there and make it look purple and pink like her powers are, but I think these power effects work perfectly. It came with like the 2018 or 2019 exclusive Black Panther figure from Walmart. If you have these power effects laying around or power effects similar to it, you can use it for this. I think the blue Marvel figure that just released came out with blue versions of this. I think that would look good with this figure. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be displaying Kamala with, because I think these power effects really just enhance the figure even more. And I wish they would have included more effects parts to, you know, like I said, enhance the figure and make it look even better than it already does. But yeah, final thoughts. I think this figure is definitely a 10, well, let's say a 9 out of 10, because only because of the skirt situation. I do not want to move that slit up at the bottom any more than it already is, but other than that, it's a 9, maybe 9.5 out of 10, but I'm going to stick with 9 out of 10. I like this figure, and yeah, I definitely recommend that you buy it, you go get it if you loved the Miss Marvel series. And yeah, and one little commentary about the Miss Marvel series I wanted to add was that I really like how they didn't adapt the stretchy abilities from the comics, and I like how they made her powers look more cosmic. And I feel like the reason why they did it was to match Carol's and Monica's power aesthetic of like the glowy shiny powers versus the stretchy powers, because if she is going to be related to the Marvels, she has to be like, her powers have to be like more shiny than anything else. But also, here's a little downside of that. I feel like the stretchy powers made her look more and be more unique and different, but still her powers are more unique and different than Monica and Carol. I'm rambling, I'm sorry guys, but yeah, I really love this figure. And finally, here is the 3 that I've already reviewed standing together on this shelf. This shelf or platform is going to be containing all the figures from this wave, so I'm going to be slowly adding to it as time goes on. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post or go live on this very channel. And comment down below your favorite Marvel Disney Plus series so far. Leave it in the comments below because I want to know and have a conversation, debate with you guys. And yeah, 9 out of 10 for this figure. Comment down below also what other figures you want to see me review. Follow my Instagram and TikTok for the most exclusive Superheroes 101 content. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. And if you want any more Miss Marvel or all-around superhero fandom related content, you're gonna have to wait till the next video. And remember, yippee-ki-yay, let's ride!